thank you all for being here. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here with you. We've had a fairly large number of our shipmates that have passed over the last 2 years, actually 4 years. We're going to read off the list of those who've died, and every time I read off a name, we will ring the bell. And when I'm done, there's 2 young men here from Omaha.
My name is Ed Seegers. I'm from Montgomery, Alabama, and I served in Vietnam in part of 1968 and 69. I was in the Navy, U.S. Navy.
I'm Ron Embry from Upperville, Virginia. I went in the Navy in 1966 and got out in 1970. I tell everybody I was all excited about going in the Navy, but I was more excited about getting out. After I spent a tour in Vietnam in 68 and 69 during the Tet Offensive. We were there in the Nam together on the river, Brown Water Navy.
I served aboard an LST in the river. It's that nomenclature is landing ship tank. Our group adopted the name Gamewardens of Vietnam. We meet biannually somewhere in the United States and come together, have a reunion, and stay in touch with the ones you served with. And like George and I, we made friends several years ago, and it's always good to come back and see the friends that you made.
I think as we grow older, we have different ideas of what we did and where we've been and all, but I think here in the past couple of years, we look back on our experience. We're really proud of the fact that we were able to help the South Vietnamese in a lot of different ways. And we would just talk about how we would pull into a village and the little kids would come running out and we'd give them, in our sea ration, we'd give them chocolate and chewing gum. And we were a good PR. You know, we feel good now about the PR, being able to help the South Vietnamese in a lot of different ways. It was a real rewarding to a lot of us now when we look back on it. Plus, we helped a lot of the Army and the Marines. They got in trouble in the jungle, and we'd get them out of there and get them to safety and help them out. So we had a lot of different jobs the Brown Water Navy did, and the fact that it was only for 4 years, from 66 to 70, and then it is no more. So we were a unique group of guys that did a unique job, and so it is pretty special to be part of that. For me, it is anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ray Haywood, Hamilton A. Duncan Jr., Ted Lindsay.
Oh yeah, this is a beautiful memorial. Yeah, that's really, you guys did a good job setting it up. I was really impressed. It's about as pretty as one I've seen. Yeah, I like the way you did the chopper.
Yeah.
We, all of us guys, that was our saving grace.
I think of the average age of us guys when it was over, we were from anywhere from late 17 years old to 21 or 22 that was doing all this. It's hard to comprehend it. It was just children right out of high school doing this, and that was us.
I wasn't old enough to drink a beer and I wasn't old enough to vote, but I was old enough to give my life for my country.
That's yeah.
But I didn't care, I did it anyway.
That's right.
I look around and I see all these guys around here. It's hard to believe 56 years have passed since we've been there, and here we are. You know, back then we were all young and we didn't really, age wasn't the problem, was it? We didn't care, we were out there doing our job.
And you never know who you're going to run into at one of these reunions. As a matter of fact, this morning I just met a gentleman that I served in boot camp with, and also was in Vietnam together on the USS Hunterdon County, which was that LST I was telling you about. And it's very rare to run into someone that you actually knew back then.
Yeah.
And that was quite a treat for me to see him.
And looking back on it, the reason we're here today because we were a moving target and they were bad shots. They took a shot at us just every day. You get tracers and you get bullets flying past your head, and sometimes heavy machine gun fire, and quite often we run into that. But since we moved a little bit, and they can't hit a moving target.
That's right.
So it was quite an adventure, and I thank God for getting me back home, and that's the reason I'm here.
Amen. Amen. I'll amen that.